about to happen? I am live. So, hi everybody. Welcome to my channel. This is Random Moments with RIscha, and I like to go back and I like to find random moments in history. I like to get awesome facts from my other viewers over here. So not only am I live here, but I also have um another media stream. So yeah, let's see how this is popping today. So the internet has become a really ridiculous tool for people who don't know how to use it. So I want to start using it in a better way. I want to get smarter. Hi, how are we doing today? So random moments in history, and we're just gonna see what happens, because this is a new thing for me as well. This is gonna be great. Okay, 7 oddest moments in history you think would be fake but are real. Okay, some moments in history you think are made up but aren't. There are some moments in history that are so odd, so surreal, that they sound completely made up. Here, historical blogger Jim Duduku rounds up 7 of the most curious facts. So, ancient Egyptian strike action. Going on strike, you would presume, is closely linked to the history of industrialization and the formation of trade unions. Wrong. While it was, of course, the industrialization of economies that led to better organized workforces, the idea of putting down tools because of a dispute goes back a very long way indeed. The very first strike recorded in history started in 1152 BC on the 14th of November. This was during the reign of Ramses III in ancient Egypt. I remember Ramses from that Help Me Out Here, Courage the Cowardly Dog cartoon. So, yeah, that is okay. So, in November 1152 BC, trouble was brewing during the construction of a royal necropolis, a group of tombs or crypts at Deir el Medina. The workers felt they were being underpaid and that their wages were in errors. So, they organized a mass walkout halting construction. So, basically, they told the pharaoh a big, you. So, um, the responses was very interesting. You might assume that pharaohs would bring out the whips or cut the heads off the ringleaders of the strike, but after discussion, the artisans' wages were paid. In fact, their wages were actually increased, and the workers returned to finish the job. And I bet you they did it. And the necropolis still stands to this day. I was going to say, but you they did it better than how they have not. Fantasy fight becomes a reality. The film Rocky Balboa. Oh yeah, I remember. Rocky fought the dude, which is crazy. The film Rocky Balboa 2006 has a strange purpose. After the current heavyweight champion sees a computer generated fight between himself and Rocky, he gets the Italian stallion out of retirement for a bout. But this is somewhat ridiculous scenario does have a historic precedent. Oh, never mind. It's not like that at all. I was way wrong. Oh my god, this is going to be a good one. The dancing plague, also known as Saint Vitus's dance. Coromania was a truly bizarre medieval phenomenon from Central Europe and involved spontaneous and continuous dancing by crowds of people until they collapsed through exhaustion or worse, died. Bizarre as it sounds, choreomania was regularly reported by eyewitnesses and was a genuine concern for authorities. It also seems to have been contagious. For example, in June 1374, one of the widest outbreaks began in Aachen, Germany, before spreading to other places such as Cologne, Flanders, Utrecht, and later Italy. There were still outbreaks more than a century later. In Strasbourg in July 1518, a woman named Frau Trophée began dancing in the street. Within 4 days, 33 others had joined her, and within a month, there were 400, many of whom suffered heart attacks and died. What is happening? Because no autopsies were carried out, and because medical science of the day could hardly be described as advanced, only guesses can be made as to the causes. Perhaps it's some kind of skin infection or muscular inflammation leading to spasms. At the time, some people believed that the dancing was a curse brought by Saint Vitus, who was, according to Christian legend, a Christian saint from Sicily. So they responded by praying and making pilgrimages pilgrimages to places dedicated to Vedas. The recovery of some victims further bolstered the perceived connection between illness and the saint. You can read more about choreomania, the medieval dance mania. God, I can't talk. Um, Apparently, we invaded Korea. Um, the immovable interest rate. That doesn't sound like the sack of Baltimore. Okay. In Southern Ireland, there is a small village called Baltimore. It had little to contribute to history until the summer of 1631, when it was attacked. But by whom? Was it the French planning an invasion of England via the Emerald Isle, or perhaps it was some kind of pro Catholic uprising leading to a vicious English assault, or the Spanish up to their old tricks? You might be surprised to learn that the perpetrators are about as exotic as it gets for the 17th century. Barbarian pirates from North Africa, led by a Dutch captain, turned private. Hello, saddest moon. That's terrible. Turned pirate Jan Yanzoon. Who's messaging me? It's my girl Jan. I'm fine. I love her. Um. Anyway, this de-escalated really quickly. Like, this is not as phenomenal as I thought it was gonna be. I've got to get it together. Ugh. Failed you. It's a lot more in that than I thought. I just have no interest, like, in much of anything anymore. That's all. I don't know how else I'd want. It's got to be YouTube itself, or like a bot or something. We're gonna work on outtakes, okay? Like to 8. All right. So, thank you, everybody. That was Random Moments with RIscha. Just remember, if you liked the content that you've seen today, please hit that subscribe button. Also, hit the bell for more notifications if you want to find out more random facts and history. So, just remember, if you liked what you've seen here today, random moments in time. So just remember, if you like what you've seen here today, random moments in history with RIscha, and I'm RIscha, so there's that. Just hit that subscribe button. Also, don't forget to hit the bell for more notifications. All right, see you next week. All right, that might work. I've been ridiculous.